Timcast IRL will be live in Miami with Patrick Bet David, Donald Trump Jr., Matt Gaetz, and Luke Rudkowski. Join us there. Get your tickets by clicking the link in the description below or by going to timcast.com. We have this tweet from Brian Krasenstein.
Marshall McLuhan was the guy. Sorry, Tim. Keep going.
We have this tweet from Brian Krasenstein. He says, I see a lot of people claiming that the media and the establishment have it out for Russell Brand. And that's why these allegations came out. Do you know what's more likely? Now, I'm going to pause here because the allegations he's making are both the same allegation, that Russell Brand knew he did bad things and created an audience that would challenge the establishment. And then he says, or did he do the same? I think he made a mistake in this one. But I want to play this video that he posted. This is the most insane conspiracy theory. And it actually makes me think this is a quote-unquote Matrix attack against Russell Brand. Let me play the clip for you.
Of course, he's known since Me Too started that there are women out there who have stuff on him and that it's only a matter of time before they come forward and expose him for what he is. He's not an idiot. He has known that this day was coming, and so he's had the incentive over the last few years to cultivate a following of people who distrust the media, who think that the media are out to get Russell Brand and that they'll do anything that they can to do that. And that's what he's been doing since Me Too started. That's the only way that he avoids being cancelled. That's the only way that this guy with the God complex stays relevant, is if he cultivates this following of people who will disbelieve anything the media put out about him because they don't trust the media. He has everything to gain from doing that, and that's exactly what he's done successfully.
Yeah, I think it's really funny that this is the conspiracy theory that liberals are going with, because Russell Brand was at Occupy Wall Street. When did Me Too start? Do you 2017. 2017. Okay, yeah. So, Russell Brand has always been political. He went to numerous Occupy events. He's consistently spoken up about these things. But I love this conspiracy that 15 years ago, he's like, you know, one of these days they're going to come after me for all the horrible things I've done. I better start cultivating a bunch of conspiracy theorists who will think that the media's lying about me.
Oh, and then he waited. Mastermind.
He knew 15 years ago that Me Too was coming.
Apparently Me Too.
And he didn't warn anybody.
So he went to Occupy to start spreading the word, and then people would like him. And then he felt like, this is the craziest thing of all time. Honestly, I wish it were true, because that would be even funnier in some way. That he had this crazy long-term vision for, like, first, I've got to make some terrible choices in my life, but I will protect myself by cultivating a podcast. Like, it's crazy.
But not even that, him being like, in 10 years, I'll start a podcast that cultivates anti-establishment fans. But for now, I must go to Occupy Wall Street to start them off.
Yeah, you saw him make.
He's got like the craziest whiteboard timeline of all time.
He's
like,
got
okay, I did
time machine. He's got a mega mind dome.
Correction,
It's
it was
up there.
2006 that Me Too was coined by Tarana Burke, an advocate for women in New York. But it was 2017 that it went viral.
Nobody knew what it was until 2017.
Russell Brand in like 2013 started something called the Trues. Do you remember that? Where it was like, instead of the news, it was the Trues. He got woken up early on. Red pill. He's all about it.
We don't need Russell Brand's story to not trust the media. We already don't trust the media. It's like, I watch the news at this point, and I'm looking at, when I watch like CNN, I can like tell they're federal agents. I'm like, yeah, I wonder when they graduated from their federal.
Is it because the Chiron says former CIA director when they talk?
Right. Or even the girl that's trying to just be there, like, I'm like, you're a Fed.
These intel officials and analysts and everything get jobs at the corporate press, and the Chiron says like former CIA, and they're there in these roles. It's not even a joke. It's just like, yes.
How was your mind control course when you were at the FBI? It's going great. I'm doing it right now.
You know what's messed up about these allegations though is that when they get you on this, you can't defend yourself. You're in an investigation. You can't say anything to defend yourself. So now they could just drag your name through the mud for however long it takes. And this is what you were talking about earlier. Like, how do we fix this? Because now your whole legacy is tarnished because you can't say anything about, your allegations.
Got to win a culture war.
Yeah, because if you say, no, I didn't, then you're acknowledging the premise of the accusation.
Yeah, your lawyer tells you not to say nothing. you know,
The culture
war.
See,
wars.
that's why I like that. Like, he put out a statement being like, none of this is true, right? Like, there are some people who try to like put their head in the sand and be like, it's not happening,
Yeah.
or like, you know, I'm so sorry that you guys feel like maybe I did something wrong in the past. Like, just being like, no, none of this is real is more interesting. It's also more true to character for Russell Brand. I think as much as, you know, a lot of people in this room know already not to trust the media, when he went on Bill Maher, and I think it was in March, that clip, him saying all of these things, you know, as many people who were like, oh my gosh, good point, there are just as many people being like, yes, thank you for saying this on a national platform. Like, they're pretending like he came up with this idea of uniting people who don't trust the media. People who don't trust the media find each other all the time.
Bill Maher was trying to cut him off so hard too. He was like, okay, that's enough.
Right. Don't say it. Don't say bad things about Pfizer. Oh, what awful companies. I love that clip where it's like, today's broadcast is brought to you by Pfizer. Brought to you by Pfizer. Brought to you by Pfizer. It's like every single media company. And that's the way it goes, man. And that's why, you know, we, for the most part, don't have a lot of sponsors for this show. We do on the podcast audio side of things. And it's because, like, I don't want to be put in these positions. There's a reality that someone might come to us and be like, hey, you know, we sell this product. And then we'll be like, oh, sounds totally cool. Then we'll do ads, and then we'll get emails being like, hey, did you know this product is actually bad because they do these things to their employees? And it's like, okay, what do we do? They've paid us. It's a conflict of interest. Do we drop them? That's like cancel culture. How do we investigate something like that? It's like, oof, that stuff's rough.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell people we're not going to shout out their companies because we have that fear, though. But there is the other side of predominantly why I wouldn't want to go with a major corporation is because, like, dude, I assume if you're at a certain size, you're probably just evil. You know, like any massive, like Starbucks. Oh, look, I like Starbucks, right? They're one of the only coffee shops with heavy cream. You want to get coffee and you're walking down the city. But I'm just convinced they're evil.
Oh, yeah. I think they're poisoning everyone. When you start really looking into health, be very afraid of what you eat if you're not eating all grass-fed, organic, raw. Everything's got to be like absolutely untainted. Starbucks is tainted, definitely. You could taste it. If you really just stop and listen to your body, you could feel the poison.
What are the ingredients on that thing?
Do not call me out for
does it say
having
high
this.
fructose corn syrup?
It says the ingredients are brewed Starbucks trademark coffee, water, coffee, reduced fat milk,
Can't
sugar,
trust that.
cocoa, pectin. That's it.
15% of that company is owned by BlackRock and Vanguard.
But the question
Guys, I
is,
needed caffeine. I'm
when
so sorry.
when it says sugar, is it high fructose corn syrup or is it like cane sugar? Either way, sugar's bad.
Does it say it on there?
One's real
it
bad.
just
this is a
says
secret that you need-
sugar, but typically they specify, right?
A secret that you learn in the holistic natural medicine world is when it says natural flavors, they are legally allowed to put whatever they want under that.
Yeah, there's no
that list.
regulation.
Anything?
Yeah, and what is it like?
Anything they want.
Raspberry flavored comes from beaver ass,
Yeah,
or something like
What?
that.
So don't trust anything that says
Google
natural
it. No, for
flavors.
real.
It's anal.
No, look it up.
Beaver anal glands. It's called
Yeah, go look it up.
You know what? I actually
Is it
did hear
raspberry
that
flavor?
somewhere. I think that's actually true. I don't.
Yeah, I'm
You
typing
think
in
you're tasting
beaver
raspberries,
anal gland
you're not.
flavor, just so you know. Castoreum is what it's called, and yes, it produces a.
The power of the mind, man. I
What
could
fruit?
smell what beaver
Is it
ass
raspberry?
smells like.
Oh God,
Yeah,
it's
I
just so
never smelled
disgusting to read about it. It hasn't even gotten to the food part yet. In food,
Never had a
I
beaver's
always
ass
learn
in
new
my face.
things on this show. It's
Does it
great.
what does it say? Flavor schnapps commonly, variety of schnapps. Doesn't really say what specific flavor it is.
Vanilla?
Have you ever seen a beaver swimming
No, it said vanilla.
underwater?
Oh, yeah,
Dude,
yeah, vanilla.
They're like awesome swimmers. I
Yeah.
saw
Vanilla,
one when I was
it's a-
fishing the other day, and it was just flying.
That's awesome.
This says vanilla. I thought it was like raspberry. It says the FDA regards castoreum as natural flavoring. Just in time for the holiday cookie season, we discovered that vanilla flavoring in your baked goods come from anal excretions of beavers.
It was also considered to be used in,
there you go.
in cigarettes to increase the smell, the flavor, and the odor.
Wow. Little did you know.
Have you ever seen the videos of the pink
beaver
slime when
Yes.
they're making hot dogs? Hot dogs.
That's
and-
like ground up, all of it.
McDonald's
lips.
nuggets.
Yeah, pink
McDonald's nuggets.
slime.
Bone.
But they taste so good.
Yeah.
So
I
what
when
had-
did you get into
I-
the
I-
health? When did you guys get invested in this?
I've been so I'm an athlete. I've been playing sports my whole life, but lately I've been trying to biohack. You know, I feel like I'm in a place where I want to see what I can do. I want to see what I'm capable of as you know in this body I have. So I've been working on biohacking. I've been micronutrients. Everything I put in my body at this point is really thought out. I wake up. I do the sauna. I cold plunge. I Wim Hof breathe. I ground. I do any form of biohacking for health. And I want to see, I notice the difference in my life. I notice my focus. I notice I play sports at a higher level. I notice a lot of benefits of it. So I've been really doing that for the past year hard, but my whole life I've been involved in you know, trying to eat right. And I mean, not when I was 12, right? When I'm 12, I'm eating pizza and french fries. That was the turnaround for me. When I learned, you know, my mom, I love her, but she was feeding us Frosted Flakes and all these things. When you look at this stuff, when you look up what Frosted Flakes or what Doritos and what these foods do to you, they kill us. That's it. They're poisons, they're chemicals, they're hazardous to our health. It's crazy that we consume this, but we're used to it.
And do you like evangelize it to the rest of the band, or how does this work?
Yeah, my wife's a naturopathic doctor. She's been a naturopathic doctor for like 10 years. And when I'm home from tour, like she was doing all her schooling online. And so I was just soaking in all the information. So yeah, I've known about seed oils for like 8 years.
Seed oils.
Do you guys go into stem cells and like stem cell therapy or NAD?
I do NAD, and I'm gonna do stem cell therapy in January on my knee.
Where are you going? You going to Tijuana, CPI?
I'm gonna go to Mexico.
Is it Cellular Performance?
I haven't picked that out yet, but I'm already going to Mexico City for something else. So I was gonna just
go to Cellular Performance. It's where we went, and it's Eddie Bravo shouted him out on Joe Rogan. Those guys are awesome, and I'm
gonna go,
bro. You sit in a chair looking at the ocean, and there's dolphins. Like, it's so amazing.
I want to do it.
So Rick, would you like genetically alter yourself to be healthier? Like straight up CRISPR tech?
No. Nope, it's got to be from God, or it's got to be for something that is natural. The older I get, the more I learn. Everything that we need is on this earth to heal ourselves. Everything. The earth heals us. God has put every single thing we need here to heal us. If you don't have a cold plunge, you could get a cold shower. You could stand out in the rain if you're in an area like this, right? There's ways to be re-energized, the sun, everything we need is here.
I heard a lot about cold plunges, a lot about putting your head under. So if you don't have a full tank, just get like a big bowl, put ice in it, and then submerge your head for like 20 seconds.
Thanks for watching this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. Hang out with us live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. and become a member over at timcast.com for uncensored, members-only shows exclusive. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all next time.